This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, September 18th, 2018. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Some sad news on the environmental scene. Kincey Potter, who was an environmentalist here in Anne Arundel County for many years, died of breast cancer at age 75 over the weekend. If there was any issue that had to do with the environment, Kincey Potter had her fingers in it. She was an early leader of the South River Federation. In 2016, she won the Chesapeake Bay's Trust Award for Stewardship, the Ellen Freitas Wagner Award. She helped form the Watershed Stewards Academy, which trains volunteers to spread awareness of stormwater runoff issues. She was a leader in the String of Pearls, which recognizes landowners who commit their properties to preservation. She helped establish the Anne Arundel chapter of Maryland League of Conservation Voters, and perhaps her crowning achievement was the passage of a stormwater remediation fee in 2013, which was dubbed the rain tax. And at last night's forum on the environment at the Chesapeake Bay Foundation, County Executive Steve Schuh did mention Potter and sent his thoughts and prayers out to the family. If you're interested in what Schuh and Pittman had to say at the forum, you can head on over to eyeonannapolis.net. We have it right there for you to look at. We also released a podcast about 10 o'clock last night, which has the full forum there. You may want to skip ahead to about 6 minutes and 30 seconds because there's a lot of preliminary stuff there, but the questions get underway right about there. Speaking of County Executive Steve Schuh, yesterday he announced some ethics reforms to go before the council last night. In a nutshell, it is going to increase the penalties for lobbyists, restrict gifts of meals and beverages, and most interestingly, bring all county commissions and boards under the county's conflict of interest laws. And I didn't realize that, but members of commissions and boards do have to file financial disclosure statements, but the Ethics Commission doesn't have any teeth for any conflicts of interest because the code did not explicitly include those groups. So he's trying to patch a little bit of a loophole there. We'll see how that works out there. Here we go again. Black Lives Matter. Not the movement, the sign. The Black Lives Matter sign was stolen from the Unitarian Universalist Church on Sunday morning, according to Anne Arundel County Police. The church last saw the sign at about 4 p.m. on Saturday. The police have no suspect, and the sign has not been returned. And as you will remember, this has been a problem for churches on that Bestgate Road corridor for probably the last 2 years, with signs getting defaced or removed. The death toll from Hurricane Florence has risen to at least 32, with 24 of them occurring in North Carolina, including that of a 1-year-old boy who was swept away in floodwaters in Union County. More than 500,000 customers are still without power in North and South Carolina as the tropical depression continues to dump rain on the region. Swansboro, North Carolina has gotten at least 30 inches of rain. And the remnants of Hurricane Florence are bringing tornadoes and other severe weather to the D.C. area. There's still heavy rain in store for us today, and with it, obviously, a risk of flash flooding. But I don't know too much about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to stick around and listen to George Young from DMV Weather because he's got the scoop all about that. That is about it for our top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we do update it throughout the day. Please recommend us to your friends, your neighbors, your colleagues, and your coworkers because we'd really appreciate that. And if you're anywhere where you can give us a rating or a review, we'd also appreciate that as well. So there you go. Hang tight. We've got George coming up in just a minute. But right now, we're going to pay some bills. Save the date, September 29th and 30th, to see Richard Karn, yes, Al Borland, from the hit television show Home Improvement at the Annapolis Home Expo.
I don't think so, Tim.
No, it's true. Richard Karn will be at the Annapolis Home Expo, and while Richard will tell you about what not to do with the home improvement, there will be dozens and dozens of real home improvement contractors to tell you exactly what you should do. Bring in an antique for a free appraisal. Listen to the many workshops to help you make your home into the dream home you always wanted. Thinking about selling or buying? Northrop Realty and Craig Northrop will be on hand to offer tips for staging your home and how to negotiate the waters of one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. It all starts on September 29th at the Byzantium Center on Riva Road, Saturday from 10 to 6 and Sunday from noon to 5. Tickets are only $5 at the door, but get this, if you're named Al, or anything close, or wear flannel, you're in for free. Remember the Annapolis Home Show, September 29th and 30th.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, September 18th. One more day today of possible showers and storms, and then that's the end of Florence once and for all, as high pressure moves into the region. Look for highs in the 80s today with a chance of rain through the afternoon hours, and then look for sunshine and 78 to 85 tomorrow through Saturday, before another frontal boundary enters the region Sunday with a chance of showers and temps only in the mid-70s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there. Be sure to follow us on our website at dmvweather.com, on social media at Facebook and Twitter, and on our app at DCMDVA Weather in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. But remember, whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
September 29th, the inaugural Twist and Stout Festival at Quiet Waters Park along the shores of the South River. Twist and Stout, a Maryland wine, craft beer, music, food, and arts festival, presented by the Anne Arundel County Department of Recreation and Parks, along with the Maryland Wineries Association. Sample dozens of craft beers and Maryland wines, dance the afternoon away to the sounds of Saved by Zero and the Groove Spot Band. Watch the plein air painters and shop dozens of artisans, crafters, and food trucks. Tickets are on sale now at twistandstout.org. twistandstout.org. September 29th, Twist and Stout at Quiet Waters Park, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets at twistandstout.org.
Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States, but there is something we can do about it. Each year, thousands of people participate in the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's Out of the Darkness Walks. These community events raise awareness for suicide prevention and mental health, letting people know they are not alone. Join us Saturday, September 22nd at the Navy Marine Corps Stadium in Annapolis as we walk to fight suicide. It's the 10th annual Annapolis Out of the Darkness Walk. Registration starts at 10 a.m. This is a family and dog-friendly event. Browse resources provided by local health services and learn how you can become a lifesaver. Funds raised by the Midshore Out of the Darkness Walk support research, education, advocacy, and support for those affected by suicide. Remember, suicide prevention starts with everyday heroes like you. Register today at afsp.org/Annapolis. Together, we can help stop suicide. You are not alone.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.